Hello, this is Blind Camel with Operation Smoking Snakes, turn 10.8 KMT and 10.9 US. Yeah, we had some exciting developments since the last American turn. The Japanese came through and brought a whole bunch of firepower at the Big Blue Fleet and C-Zone P-47, and then mutually annihilated each other. All the U.S. was left with was 3 transports. So much for my big, beautiful fleet. And the Imperial Japanese Navy was wise enough to leave some of their capital ships out of that fight. So they actually now have, for the first time, I forget what it's called. They have the objective because they have one more capital ship in the Pacific than the Americans do. Kirobutai, that's what it's called. All right. Anyway, so we will. Oh yeah, we have one bit of housekeeping before we begin. When the Italians took Belgian Congo, they forgot that there was a river crossing route. So round one of the Italian hits was that one of the Italian infantry that they thought hit actually missed, and so there was one more British infantry in the second round of combat. It missed, but that meant that there was a third round of combat, and the British fighter hit in that round. So one of these Italian infantry is dead. So there's only 4 Italian infantry, 2 medium armor in Belgian Congo. All right. So anyway, we're on to the KMT turn. We'll start with our buys. The KMT has 6 IPP to spend. They're going to spend all of it on 2 infantry. All right, we are going to make an attack. We're going to attack Suyan with the 106th and with this 1 infantry from Singhai. I should have prepared the dice, but let's see. So that's 3 cav and 7 infantry. All right, so cavalry will be blue. They'll be attacking at 2s because of mountains. These brown will be infantry from the 106, and this red will be the infantry from Singhai, since I have to do retreats separately. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and it's actually kind of unfortunate. No retreats. So yeah, so everything dies. Dies in 1 round. Oh, sorry. That's almost worse. So 1 cavalry has to retreat to Shensi. But everything else survives. All right. Okay, so we'll have the Japanese cavalry in purple, the Japanese infantry in brown, and the medium armor will be in red. So medium armor is at a 5, cavalry is at a 2, and infantry is at a 4. So 1 hit. So yeah, I guess we'll lose this infantry. All right, so the 106th captures Suyon. The 106 currently consists of 6 infantry and 2 cavalry. And then we have 1 cavalry in Shenxi. And we'll take our 2 infantry that we built. And we'll plop them in Shenxi. That will be it for KMT. So we collect 3 IPP for next turn. Alright, so on to the US turn. Since we're here, we'll start with buys. The US has 75 IPP to spend. We're going to spend 73 of it. So we're going to build 6 stages of battleship. So these 2 will move up to stage 1. These 2 will move up to stage 2, and then we're going to add 2 new ones. We're also going to build a fleet carrier. We're going to build a B-29, a destroyer, and a marine. And then we're going to lend-lease 3 medium tanks, 1 to the UK, 1 to the Soviets, and 1 to Free France. So hopefully all those get through. Alright, so let's do the US tech rolls. My tech game is going pretty well, unlike the rest of this game. So we're going to roll 7 techs. We're going to roll for airborne, amphib, heavy armor, jet fighters, large ship construction, strategic rockets, and improved logistics. Alright, so let's just go down the list. Alright, improved logistics missed, strategic rockets missed, large ship construction, that's a success. Moves up to stage 2. Jet fighters, finally, second success, up to stage 2. Heavy armor, that's a miss. Amphib doctrine, that's a miss. Airborne doctrine, that's a miss. So we want 2 out of 7, which is a little on the low side, but that's okay. All right, on to diplomacy. So we're going to roll Ireland and Norway. Ireland, we're up to stage 1. That actually might be very important for making it to the Soviet Union. And Norway, yeah, so Norway failed. We're also going to do Liberia and Mexico. Those both missed. And then we're going to do Brazil, Chile, and Argentina. Miss, miss, and miss. Now, people were worried that Diplo with the US would be too broken, but so far I'm not seeing evidence of that. All right. Yeah, so that is all of our yeah, that's our tech and our Diplo. So on to combat movement. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any combat movement. Yeah, let's see. So I'm pretty sure that when he attacked, yeah, definitely. So when he attacked, because this is, it's going to be important in a minute. Technically, Iceland and Greenland are. I mean, Greenland might actually even be U.S. controlled. That'd be historical, but there's definitely under the Allies' control since the Germans have taken Denmark itself. But anyway, so Yeah, I don't think. Oh no, that's right. I forgot. I was gonna say we don't have any combat movement, but no, we're gonna do some. Gonna do something here. Didn't build the big blue fleet just so that it could sit in port and languish. Alright, so I think we're going to take the entire 42nd on these 3 transports and go 1, 2, and attack New Guinea. So let's see. So I'm pretty sure that I can't put them in port here unless I yeah, I mean, no, yeah, so yeah, I think, yeah, no, I think that there's, what I'd have to do is non-combat one of these transports, and then that one could go in port, in this major port, but let's not do that. And then, yeah, let's do that though. Let's see, so take this transport, and this medium armor, and this marine, and these 2 marines, and let us go 1, 2, 3, and attack the Caroline Islands. And let's see here. Let's see if I have my. So I could take this airborne someplace. We have an airfield and I have long-range aircraft, so this air transport can go 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if the strategic bomber can. All right, let me double check movement here. Strategic bombers have a movement. Strategic bombers get +2 if you have. All right, these are still the 4.2 rules. Let me double check the 4.3 rules before I misplay. Let's see here. So let's see, strategic bombers are 6. B-29s are 8. So if you look under long-range aircraft gain +1 movement. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I think that's a change. I think this is an outdated version. So, but anyway, it would still be 8, not because of the airfield. So, let's see here. So, I had some dreams. Yeah, I think we won't worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2. Oh, sorry, we're gonna with the air transport. We're gonna load up this airborne. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So the air transport and the strategic bomber can definitely both make it, and the Strat Bomber can do this bombing raid because I've developed heavy strategic bombing, the technology. This medium bomber, I think that also has a range of 6. No, it has a range of 5, so it can't quite make it. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Can't quite make it, but that's okay. All right, so, and then this B29, which is all the way out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. One more, and it could join in on the fun, which would be kind of exciting. But I'm pretty sure that's not actually how it works. Let's see. B29. No, it's 8. 8 plus 1 for long range. That would be not. Yeah, so 8 plus 1 for long range is 9, plus the airfield is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy crap. Yep, it's official. B29s are broken. People have been wondering about it on Discord. I'm telling you today it's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and that, I think it's 5D. Yeah, 5 at 2. All right, cool. Any other reckless attacks that are probably going to weaken me in the long term? No, I don't think so. Okay, so... True, actually. Yeah, well, that's a non-combat move anyway. Alright, so let's do that. So let's start with this attack in New Guinea. This is a Marine. We're in the jungle, which means, yeah, jungle just affects vehicle class and Gurkhas. So that won't affect us till round 2. So AA gun can't. Yeah, so it's going to be, the first round is just going to be 4 infantry class. New Guinea in real life is mountainous, but looks like it's just. I may want to check that, but it won't. No, I guess it will affect things. So yeah, let me check the terrain glossary real quick. All right, this is Asia Pacific. This is New Guinea. New Guinea. Yeah, so it's got 2 terrains, mountain and jungle. Okay. So this is going to be wild, but that's okay. All right, so we got our 4 units here. Yeah, let's steal these dice up here. All right, so because it's mountain and jungle. Oh gosh, what did I do? All right, because it's mountain and jungle, we gotta separate out the regular infantry class from the Marines. And yeah, so only infantry can attack round 1. So the mountain still gets to attack at 2. The other infantry attack at 1. And that all misses. So now the Japanese Marine gets to fire back at a 4. He misses. Great. So now the light armor gets to join in, as well as the AA gun, but it can't actually hit anything. But it can soak hits if I wanted to. Alright, so the light armor is at -2 from the jungle. So light armor will be at purple. So everything. So red's at 2. Everything else is at 1. That all misses. Japanese gets to fire back at a 4. That hits. We'll take a regular inf since we're no longer subject to double casualties. Alright, so let's try this again. Red's at 2, everything else is at 1. Nothing. Japanese gets to fire back at a 4. That hits again, we'll lose another inf. Right. Let's try this again. Red's at 2, everything else is at 1. Alright, we finally hit him. So he gets one final rebuttal. And that misses. Great. Alright, so we kill the Marine. And we liberate the territory. Goes back to Anzac. So our somewhat reduced 42nd. Yeah, I probably would have had to take the AA gun if I'd gone on any longer. Alright, let's take the Carolines. So first round is going to be 3 Marines at 2. Hopefully the Carolines aren't terrain since I have it pulled up. Let's double check. Japan, Caroline Islands. Yep, no terrain. Great. Alright, so we hit, and the militia gets to fire back at 2. He also hits. So we lose a Marine. But we take the Carolines with the medium armor and 2 Marines. So we need a control marker. Alright, so now, now this attack on the Bonin Islands. I think those also are no terrain. Let's see, Bonin. Oh no, those are mountains. Okay. So, just because I think it's fun, we'll have the strategic bomber be purple, and we'll have the B-29 be brown. So that's 8 at 2. That's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1. So yeah, this militia is super dead. It does get to fire back at a 2. Oh, it hits. Crap. Well, yeah, I guess I'll take it on the airborne. That's too bad. So we clear Bonin, but we don't take Bonin. And then all of these American plane. Yeah, let's just move the. See. I think there's a way. Custom. Model mesh. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So unfortunately, I don't have a good way of, well, I guess we'll just change the color. Great. Looks terrible, but at least we can tell them apart. So I'm sure that there's a much better way to do this, but I don't know what it is. Hopefully my teammates can tell me. So the 18th Air Force, which consists of a B-29, an air transport, a strategic bomber. We're going to bring this medium bomber 1, 2, 3, 4 to join. I don't think that the 18th Air Force in I don't think that the true 18th Air Force in San Francisco can reach. Let's see. So these are all fighters. So they have a range of 6 from the airfield and long-range aircraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. So we actually didn't even need this other 18th, but that's okay. So all of my air, 2 fighters, attack bomber, a medium bomber, an air transport, a strategic bomber, and a B-29, they'll all go into Wake Island. We took the Caroline Islands, we took back New Guinea. All our transports are sitting ducks, but you know, it's the little things in life. We're going to move both of these coastals. We'll move 1 to P18, 1 to P26. We can do. They can move 2 thanks to the sub base. Non-combats. Over here, we're going to take the tactical and the fighter from the 5th Air Force, and they're going to fly into French Morocco. And then we're going to move the entire 5th Fleet 1, 2 to A18, and also move this transport so it doesn't just get pot-shotted. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. We're gonna move the entire fleet off Puerto Rico, but we're gonna leave the slow movers, the 2 battleships, and the transport in A18. Yeah. That's what we'll do there. Yeah, that's the move. Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna hope my my opponents don't mind. I'm gonna change my buy to go up to 75 to buy a militia upgrade. So that'll be all of the U.S. money. Yeah, so that should be all of our non-combat, so we can get to place units. So we have our 6, well, yeah, I guess we'll start with the easy stuff. So the heavy strategic bomber is going to go into San Francisco. Sorry, the B-29 bomber, as well as this Marine. And then these 2 battleships will go to stage 1, so they're off the board. And there's destroyers off the board. So all these guys will go off San Francisco. So the U.S. has 2 2 battleships in the Pacific, because the Akagi is damaged. Technically, for this brief second, we have Big Blue Fleet. I'm not gonna bother because we're not close to the end of the game, which is the only other reason it would matter. So it's not like we're suddenly getting a discount on all these ships because after placing we have Big Blue Fleet. All right, so anyway, so we can delete these 4 placeholder ships. So the fleet carrier will go here, these 2 battleships will go here, these 2 battleships will go here. We will upgrade the militia in Panama. So I need an American inf. Right, so we have an infantry now in Panama instead of a militia. Delete that. Don't know how I did that, but here we are. All right. Okay, so now for the exciting stuff. Oh, holy crap. Have I been doing this wrong the whole time? I don't think so. All right. Okay, great. So now for Lend-Lease. So sorry, what I was just counting out is, let's see, I believe we can produce this UK medium armor in San Francisco and have it go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. This transport doesn't block it. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and have it go and port in South Africa without having to worry about getting interdicted. So, Jambaro, if there's, or Madman Dan, if there's any rule that I'm forgetting that prevents me from doing that, let me know. Yeah, the Free French can only receive Lend-Lease in their capital, so I can't do anything sneaky with that. But that's okay. All right, so let's start with the Soviet medium armor. So let's see, like, let's make that in New York. It goes 1,